Hey guys, we're here with another TGC Tours World Cup of Design contest course. Today we are playing Sagaponack Golf Club by TannerBronson. Some may know Tanner as Dylan. I've just been advised that he prefers Tanner now, so Tanner it shall be. Um, Tanner has made some amazing courses. I loved his World Cup course last year, Long Island course, wasn't it? And then I'm just having an old man moment trying to remember what the other one were. Have fun shed hunting there, Maddie. Still not sure I understand that, but that's okay. Oh yeah, Ceramic Post. That was the one that was like 5,900 yards, right? So I mean, Tanner oozes creativity, which is awesome because he can create some really wild stuff. And it can be really good. All right, he did mention something in the forum about what this was inspired by and to keep that in mind when judging. I'm not judging, so I don't judge, so I'm not really going to pay attention to that. I just play what I see in front of me and um oh wow, look at how little his bunker is. That's cool. Yeah, this is unique. I'm going to try and take it down this narrow area. I'm not sure I really needed to. I probably could have played out right and just been just fine because it's a short enough hole. I've got nice yards left into this.
Welcome.
These little these little bunkers are just wow. Um Thanks for the follow, man. I'm not even gonna try that name. I can't figure that one out. Huh. Some cool stuff here by the looks of it. Gotta hear it.
Welcome.
Buddy Gong Show. That one I can handle. Thanks for the follow. Oh, get in. Maybe I should have looked at the green. Oh, 169. Okay. Yeah, go tap down the spike marks. That was the problem there. Oh, nice little four whack to kick things off. Interesting. This has got a bit of a links like again, I think we're kind of Long Islandish area. Kind of has the, linksy kind of not really, not quite that US Open course up there that's name is escaping me right now, which is driving me nuts. But similar. That's not an easy pin. Shinnecock's what I'm thinking. I don't think it doesn't quite have the Shinnecock feel, but it's close. And I do know that it's been inspired by a specific course. I just don't know it. Hammered it. These greens are evil. Tanner, what are we doing? Making these greens hard. Four whack double to start things off. That's more me than the greens. 630. I think the environment is really, really cool. The planting is really good. The overcast, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what this is like when it's sunny. I think it's fine how it is. Oh, don't go in this bunker. Thank you. Still got 330 left. It's Obi all down the right. Okay, that makes sense. We're going over a road. Yeah, I agree, Mark. I don't have a card that can handle ray tracing, but that would be cool for those who do. I wonder how difficult it is making it for computer and PS4 and PS5 and Xbox whatever and Xbox whatever else and Switch. I don't know. Just hoping to find a little gap here with the 3-wood to leave what should be a fairly full wedge. False front there. Huh. Okay. I mean, this doesn't get there, I don't think. Ooh, just about. And then the other thing is, like, even on PC, we all have different video cards and processors and monitors, and so it looks a little different, right? Oh no! Yeah, these little bunkers are really nicely done because I mean, talk about fiddly little like crap to have to do this. Like, yeah, it must take forever to get this to look right. Why would you want to kill a large house cat with caffeine? I don't understand that. I didn't want to hit 3-wood. I didn't want to hit full driver. I didn't want to hit partial driver, so I decided I'll hit a big cut into the wind. And I didn't end up with the yardage I liked. Good job, Wayne. Atta boy. That's short. Pitch strikes again. And I mean, I don't know how that gets anywhere near the hole. It doesn't get, I mean, I don't have a problem with it being that vertical either. I mean, it's a short par 4. I hit a crap pitch. I probably should have just hit 3-wood off the tee or partial to driver or something. I put myself in a difficult spot, and then, yeah, I'm on the side. And this again is where I kind of wish it was easier to make that fairway or something and just let it roll down into the bunker, because I don't know that you'd be on the side of a slope like that. Maybe you would. But then the fact I can even get it off of that anywhere near the hole is pretty ridiculous. The short game needs serious changing in the next version of the game. I love this green complex. Bomb it down the left for an angle here. Yeah, the bunkering around here, it's like this cool kind of random kind of, but it works. Really cool. Yeah, I agree there, Mark, for sure. The punch shot is sorely missed, and I would like to see the short game more difficult. The fact that it's often easier to chip it in than putt it is silly. Case in point. It's too easy. Like when you've got a 9-10 yard chip and you're upset that you've missed it, that's That's a problem. Oh, this little bunker's gonna be a right pain in the ass. Thanks. I've got my Ukraine outfit on. I always wear +4s though. Oh, this better not bounce. No, no. Okay. Two issues. That is one hell of a bounce that it even thinks about going out of bounds. Second thing is, what's OB? That fence should be the OB, right? They need to fix OB as well. Um, right, but the fence should be the fence should be the boundary, right? So now I've got a shot where I've got to potentially hit this fence. All right, dude, that's enough, man. Yeah, I think that's again, that's where they need to do a better job with the OB, like spline OB that you guys have been saying. Because it just looks odd when you're on the other side of what should be an OB fence, but you're in bounds, but you're standing out of bounds, and it's just there's a bit of luck involved whether you're in bounds or not. Having said that, there's no way that ball should be going out of bounds. You shouldn't be able to hit the middle of the fairway and it bounces out of bounds. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. I mean, again, Tanner gets all of these. He gets all of the details right. This I don't mind as much. I mean, at least it stays on the fairway, right? I could see the camber was there. Wow, that's a small green. Yeah, I knew it was one of those. Oh no, it started too far right. I like I mean, the bunker's flat down there, isn't it? I like that. A little awkward one. It's the template, Mark. I think you and I see something similarly like that where we're like, template, whatever, I don't care. But yeah, that's a template. It's just there's so much undulation out here. I'll let them explain it. This is a little bit much for me. It's 500 yards.
Hey,
Wait for it. There it is.
how you doing?
Hey, it didn't twig out this time. Appreciate that, Chris. Thank you so much for the Amazon money. Love me some Amazon dollars. No, just sometimes people like to do templates. Yeah, this one's a little bit It's a little much. I've hit 5-iron, 4-iron, or something like that. I've hit it 10, 15 feet left of the pin, and I'm off the green. As a par 5, I wouldn't, maybe. Par 4, I just think it's a little bit harsh. Particularly when the drive, like there was, I don't know if there's a flat lie out there. And this is where it's inspired by a certain course that exists somewhere, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but playability-wise, I don't know, that just feels a little much. Here's our Redan. I like that, Mark. Oh, that lagged a bit there. Yeah, I got one. See that, David? So there's some serious there's definitely some stuff going on graphically here with the amount of objects, because it's the FPS is getting killed. I'm curious what a console would do with that part. At least it's better out here now. I could also try it was doing that weird flash earlier. What if I give it that much? Just doing a little overclocking on the graphics card. Specs? It's a Ryzen 5 3600 with an NVIDIA 1660 Super. Both are overclocked. 16 gigs of RAM. I haven't overclocked it because it won't overclock. I don't know. An SSD that's like half a terabyte. All right, so the OB is actually all the way over here. The road is an OB. Okay. I think right here, and well, maybe not. I don't know. This is definitely a course you need to play more than once, because it's, you know, figuring out where you need to hit the ball is definitely a challenge here. And I don't mean that negatively. It's just you're gonna have to play this a few times to figure out how to get around in the best way. Like, look at this little bitty bunker back here. That's cool. You know, I got this last year, so it works. Didn't build it because graphics cards were not able to be purchased by themselves then. Let's try and de-loft a 3-wood and try and ride that ridge. Oh, yanked it. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the world we live in right now, and it's not going to get better anytime soon, I don't think. One of the issues we're going to struggle with is some people have shown a willingness to pay stupid prices for graphics cards. So what is the incentive for the graphics card makers to bring the price down? Right? That's the issue, for me at least. Once you get to a stupid high price and you're still able to sell them. Yeah, it's a good point, Mark. It's going to depend on how much silicon there's out there, what the supply demand's looking like. This is not driver into the wind. It might be with the wind, but it isn't into the wind. That bunker there doesn't look any fun at all. I'll hit it, just see what happens. I mean, there's so many options, retired teacher. You don't need like a massive gaming PC. What I have would be absolutely fine. Yeah, it's a cool little hole. Yeah, well, take whatever price you got, add about 400 bucks to it, and you might get close to what I have to pay here. Yeah, I only play this in iRacing, so I don't need a wild card. Uh, I think this is probably more video card than intensive than CPU intensive. Like those stats up in the top corner there to give you an idea of what it's running at. I did it because it was lagging. I always like to see the lag. I'm just trying to figure out what to do here. We hit this to the right. I think left might give me a better angle, but there's OB over there, and we all know how I feel about OB. It terrifies me. Don't know that I need to have that on anymore, by the way. Oh, little postage stamp green. Road's not, the road is OB. It's just that the penalty for going OB is so harsh. And I'm in between clubs because of course I am. And I fasted it because of course I did. Yeah, I took too much off of that. Yeah. It's a very, very cool environment. It's a very cool idea. It's different, which I like. This far into the game cycle, it's very easy for all the course to just have a bunch of people create kind of the same course, and this is not that. There's times where I feel like it does get a little bit too small around the greens. And you know, maybe there's not quite as much room, but I think playing it again would help me to find okay, well, here's the shot you actually need to hit here. But like shots like this, they're just, I mean, that's an awfully precise shot you're looking for. We hit it. It is a wedge. Like that hasn't escaped me, and the fact I hit 3-wood made it longer. So that's maybe an incentive to hit driver up here. I do like that he's creating unique courses though. Like this is a third one in a row that I can think of his that have been just super unique. Yeah, this view is amazing. Yeah, you know, it's a fair point, Mark, and I do feel on occasion that templates are overused. When I did the playthrough with Q, he mentioned oh man, he mentioned how he does, like he doesn't really do full bore templates, but he'll kind of be like this, you know, here, this would kind of work, and it actually kind of starts looking like a Redan or a Maiden or whatever. But yeah, that's when they feel forced. That's when I feel like they go a little too far. It's like, I'm gonna make a whatever template here and then just ram it in there. I do feel like, um, I do feel like a course is usually better off when the land dictates what the hole does. And so I love courses where it just looks like that's how the land was, and then the course was laid out around the land. And this has a feel of that. Um, no, there's no need to try and hit it over the bunker. And this is really solidly well made. It's done. He's nailed what he wanted. I mean, that's so. I mean, this is a win for Tanner. This is he's made the course he wanted to make. I have no doubt of that. Um. Oh, there's two greens here, is there? Another one I don't quite understand. I think this is one for the golf architecture nerds, if I'm honest. Like the ones that are fully invested in, they reading all the books and all that. And for people who just play like me, I think a lot of this gets lost on me. Again, chipping's too easy. So I think that's kind of where it is. And that's fine. I think that's cool that people who appreciate what this course is doing have an opportunity to love it. Whereas I'm kind of like, okay. I can appreciate how well made it is. There's just some parts of it I'm kind of like, I don't really know why it does that. I think the other thing too is this course would be like the course this is inspired by, I imagine, is fairly old, right? So like some of those golden age designers, whatever. How fast were the greens when they were designing them? I mean, the correct answer is they were slow as hell. The fairways now are probably quicker. So some of those templates might not work as well now because the greens are quicker. I don't know. Just a thought I had. Ah! But I certainly wouldn't want people making 101 greens. Favorites. Um, uh, it is quite a ways downhill. There's no fairway here. Now, if it's downwind, maybe you can blast it over all this. Maybe you still can. Well, I'm gonna try. But the other thing is, if you lay back, how are you getting at this pin? So you're almost kind of forced to hammer this. I know, there's just no, there's not enough room. Like there's no room. You either hit it over this bunker, or you end up in something crappy. Now watch me split the middle of this. Yeah, and even, I mean, I even hit it and I'm still not in the, it's okay, it's light rough. That's not so bad then. But I mean, that shot is ridiculous that I pulled that off. I thought that would go a bit farther. Yeah, I can see what you're saying there, Mark. It's I don't like the landing area at all. I think it forces. I think when you combine the landing area with the green and where that pin was, I mean it almost forces you to take it on, but it just because if you lay back and take 50 yards, I would have I would have had what 190 if I hit 3-wood. I don't want to hit 190 into that pin. Hey Tanner, hey, appreciate you creating it. It's unique, dude. there's no way around that. Um, so I don't know if you heard me say this earlier. I think this is a course that golf architecture nerds are gonna really geek out on. And people who just play like me are gonna not quite understand all of it. It's meant to be flat. Okay, well that explains something. Um, and that's it's not a negative in any way. That's just it's just a different point of view that people like. It's just different people enjoy different courses for different reasons, right? And so there's a lot of cool stuff out there. The bunkering was great. The environment was great. It's unique. I love how creative you get with your courses. There was the one that Hog's back, sorry, where I basically hit the ball out of bounds, but the game saved me from being out of bounds, where it lands in the middle of the fairway and kicked right off, like almost onto the road. That's a bit much. But there's obviously more good stuff than bad. You're a hell of a designer. It's just, yeah, where there was a couple of areas where I was just like, yeah, it's a bit much. But yeah, and the issue there is, but I was on the other side of the fence, and the fence should be out of bounds. Like if you're over on the other side of the fence, you should be out of bounds, right? So there's little things like that. Overall, really, really creative, really, really cool. I do feel like the people who like the designers are going to really enjoy it. I think they're going to really understand what you've done here, and they're going to appreciate it more than I am, because I just don't have that knowledge, right? And that's all that is. That's my own ignorance, not anything else. From playing point of view, I'm glad you said it's plat, because I don't think I wouldn't want to play this in a 4-round tournament, because I would have a headache at the end of it. But I'm not a plat player, so that would explain that, right? There's not too many courses that I would want to play that are cranked up for plat. They just play them once for sure, but there's some cool stuff there though. Really cool stuff. I think ultimately I think you had a vision for what you wanted to create and you nailed that. And so I think it's a successful course because you created what you wanted to create. And then you just let the chips fall where they may, right? And I can appreciate that what you were trying to create and you did. So I think that's cool. For those watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit like and subscribe to let the YouTube algorithm do all of its fun stuff. We'll be back with another playthrough here soon. Now I'm going to say cheers.